What planning mistakes are common in command economies? When we think about command economies, it's important to ask, what planning mistakes are common in these systems? Command economies, often linked with socialism, relying on centralized planning. This means that government authorities decide what to produce, how to distribute goods, and how to allocate resources. While this system aims to prioritize social welfare, it has faced several planning challenges over the years. One major mistake is ignoring consumer preferences and needs. Central planners often focus on industrial or military production instead of everyday consumer goods. This leads to shortages and low-quality products. When planners prioritize quotas or political goals, they overlook what people actually want. As a result, consumers often find themselves dissatisfied with the available options. Another common issue is the bureaucratic and top-down administration style. In command economies, decisions are made by a small group of officials without input from workers or consumers. This lack of democratic involvement can create rigid systems that are slow to adapt. Without feedback from the market, planners may operate with outdated information, making it hard to respond to changing needs. Misallocation of resources is also a frequent problem. In a market economy, prices reflected scarcity and consumer demand. However, in command economies, prices are set administratively. This can lead to overproduction in some sectors while others face shortages. Such misallocation results in waste and inefficiency, which can harm the economy. Additionally, there is often a lack of incentives for productivity and innovation. In a command economy, profits and losses do not drive enterprises as they do in a market system. This disconnect means that workers and managers may not feel motivated to improve efficiency or innovate. The result can be stagnation and poor economic outcomes. Duplication of efforts is another mistake seen in command economies. Planning decisions may lead to the creation of unnecessary industries or factories. Often, these decisions are based on political or ideological reasons rather than economic logic. This duplication wastes resources and reduces overall productivity. Limited use of technology in planning is also a concern. Many command economies have not fully utilized available technologies, such as computerization. This failure to adopt modern tools can worsen inefficiencies and slow down adaptation to new conditions. Finally, authoritarian implementation can lead to resistance. Since command economies relying on top-down orders, they often requiring strict enforcement to carry out plans. This can suppress individual initiative and lead to the growth of informal markets as people seek to meet their needs outside the official plan. From a socialist viewpoint, these mistakes highlight issues in the implementation of planning rather than flaws in the concept of a planned economy itself. Socialism aims for democratic control and social ownership to guide production for the common good. However, historical command economies have often struggled with bureaucratic centralism and a lack of genuine worker participation. Improving planning in these economies involves enhancing transparency, encouraging democratic involvement, and better utilizing information and technology to align production with social needs.